So this is my first playthrough on Pathfinder. Not a whole lot to say at this point.
Die!
So I'm not... Let's see if this game has good enough pacing for me to keep interest in it. So can I do this spell? I mean, okay, it's pretty big range, so just do it here. Then we jump over to you, buddy. What can you do? Magic missile. Okay. So we're gonna stun this guy and we're gonna blast this guy. Nuke this guy. Right, so how do I unpause? Let's see what happens. So I was hoping this guy would be stunned by now. Finally, okay, he's stunned actually. So she managed to stun him. What more does she have? Okay, so we can move and avoid attacks. Oi, we can try that. Let's try this one then. Let's see what he does. Okay, that was pretty cool. And then he died as well. I guess this is the tutorial. We take everything.
So many thoughts, so little time.
So like those game I play like that was like this, it was Divinity. So let's see if this is a better version of Divinity.
I crave for
They
adventure.
said I was gonna break it open, right?
Adventures call to them.
So you cannot spin the camera, at least, we know that.
Quick, else we miss all the fun.
Huh.
I wrote
Shall
it like
we
I
move?
saw it.
We shall move.
Yeah, let's try this door then.
Anything else?
So can we regen this guy somehow? Let's read the spells. Okay, some melee spell, I guess. So he has days.
What troubles you?
So these guys share spells, I guess. But neither of them can heal. Use. Oi, I figured out how to heal. So this is the type of game where you should read item description.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders.
What? No, we're heroes, not...
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over. A lot. Take a look.
Yes, let's take the gold.
Are you out of your minds? We're in the middle of a battle. Blood flowing in rivers as an army of assassins chases us. And you want us to rob our host? A noble feat, to be sure.
She should not add that to the to her records, I guess. She is keeping a record of our heroic adventure. So we take this, yes. Okay, that was fun. I think Lizzie is a very charming character.
The road calls me.
But let's have a look at the items. Let's take our main character first. So let's see here. Let's take a look here. We have a chain shirt with 4 armor. So that's exactly the same. 4 armor. So actually this is light armor, medium armor. Light armor, medium armor. So why does medium armor have the same armor as light armor? It makes no sense. Or I guess it's just a better. The light armor is better than the medium one, I guess. But
Get it off me.
yikes, so I couldn't do that. Why is that? It doesn't exactly say. Can't be equipped. This is because he cannot have. Let's just assume that this guy cannot have anything but light armor, because that's what he's wearing right now. And he has a light armor, so be that as it may. And he has a bow. So we should give him something to defend himself when they are close by. Maybe. He can have a dagger and maybe 2 daggers even. Alright, let's go back to Lizzie. So we're all range. That's pretty awkward. So same thing here, she has light armor. But then she should do better with this, because this is real male. So that's good. 1 to 6, huh? 1 to 8. Yeah. But maybe the same thing here, give her a dagger. So I don't think it's necessary to have more than one as it is right now. And then we don't have anything to this guy. So why can't he wear? He can't wear light. What exactly do you need? You can have a dagger, I guess. So I'm not sure if you should do this right now, but this guy should have the most valuable things. He can have a silver ring. Yeah, this one is actually better, so change it now. Daggers feel a bit weak compared to a longsword or a spear, so let's have that. Yeah, that looks very cool. That's a glaive even. Alright. So let's save, I guess.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and...
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
A good point by the manlet.
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you...
So say what you want, Leslie is... Leslie is very charming. So what happened here? I just clicked this and... So we have to go through the trap-filled hallway. We did this, in my opinion. We broke into the armory and we found some weapons.
What's in wait for me there?
So we got a new character. Cool. So I'm not a reader type of guy. We will learn by playing.
Something.
See what? I think the last game I played that was Pause was Pillars of Eternity. Can Leslie disarm this?
Please.
Oh, Leslie. Very nice.
Would you look at that?
We have another trap. So let's send Leslie the trap disarmer to disarm this as well.
Applause, please. I see something.
Does she
Anything is possible.
detect traps as well, or does she just disarm them?
Anything else?
I mean, I'm wondering if it's like an ability. To detect the traps. So what do we have here?
Quick, else we miss all the fun.
She actually already has chainmail, and this guy cannot use it. And this guy can definitely not use it. Okay, so we found some more items that we cannot use. Some spells. Now let's see here. We have some assassins. You found a scroll, a single-use item. And you need to have the use magic device skill. Or be of class, which could eventually learn the cast spell. Okay.
I deserve
Like-
better.
This guy should naturally be able to cast spells, right? But what do I know? Yeah, right, I remember this. So the portraits in this game, there weren't that many, but the ones that they have are gorgeous. He looks very cool. Neutral evil. That was like, I was like thinking we picked up some scrolls. Let's place them in the... Or who picked them up? Do we have different... No, we do not. So we can see that this guy cannot use spells. So this spell creates a shimmering magical field around the target that averts and deflects attacks. 2 plus deflection bonus to AC with an additional +1 to the bonus for every 6 levels you have. And Leslie can use it, and the gnome. And actually even the elf barbarian. Why can't she use it? I thought she was some kind of a warrior. So I'm lost. What ability is it that my character is lacking that makes that he cannot cast spells here? So yeah, he has these spells, okay. Okay, she looks, again the portraits are pretty cool. So she's chaotic good, I guess. Makes sense. She studied at the Academy of Arts in Pitax. But she realized university was for pussies. And now she's prone to find a hero. Right. It's pretty cool. I like the idea of some that you actually have a chronicler in your party, and I like that she looks charming enough. Still doesn't understand why my character can't use that spell. It said in the inventory. Target can't be used by his character. Info. Fuck this. Yeah, I don't really understand where you can get this ability to be able to cast spells on this character. Like, I can't understand what he's lacking here. Because this guy looks roughly the same. And her ability tree looks also the same. She has detect magic, she has keen sense. But it doesn't stand out why it did say so initially on the scroll that you needed some ability to be able to use it, but I was just generally curious what that ability was and if I could learn it. But I guess this will explain itself the more I play. But for now I don't understand it at least. And I do not understand how I put it in the... I want to put it in this list or Artusio's quick slot.
I can't use this.
Okay, so this is the quick slot. So let's actually have Listly keep this one. So when I click on Listly here, I will...
Call to them.
So many
Just
thoughts.
let
light.
me
State
try.
your design.
I'm not saying anything
I
like...
wrote it like I saw it.
I mean, okay, so we have a belt. Okay, so we put it in a belt. Can we put it here? Let's put it here instead. Okay, whatever.
Crave for adventure.
You
Okay.
cannot stand against me.
These guys intercepted us. So let's try our new character out. So we have the first spell here. +1, always this +1 spells. Doesn't she have... She has days as well. So... okay, she cannot reach, but yeah, let's do it anyway. And wow, they really
Leave
share
this one to me.
spells with each other.
Die! Die! Die!
So what can Lizzie do? She can... They all have that spell, it's very dumb. So where is the poison thing? Quick interruption, but whatever. So what happened to the acid thing? Okay, there it is. So the gnome can... He always gets to tank everything and we don't have a healing spell.
I'm trusting you here.
So again I have to
Time's wasting.
let this guy drink the healing potion. Maybe she as well. Did she drink it? It has no effect on her. So yeah.
This body holds no more. Share your will.
What? She's literally dying when she drinks this. So why is that? Cure light wounds. Living creature, is this not an elf? This maybe is undead then. Yevgeny is an elf who is not quite alive, so oh my god. The elves exiled her. So okay, when you feed a not alive creature, Healing potion, they will lose health instead. That's very deep. So she was exiled. Her search for a new home and a new patron has brought her to our leader's banner. She pays little heed to her companions, and when she does, she behaves as if she is ready to bite their heads off. She gives me the creeps. Let's hope our enemies are just as frightened. So I guess this is Leslie's notes about this character that we're reading. It's Leslie's Chronicles. So let's see what this guy is. She is neutral evil, just like my character. Okay. And where is this guy? Chaotic evil. So we have a party of where Leslie's the only decent being. We have an issue here. Do we have any heals?
Running thin.
So this guy can hit undead creatures with his spell, but he cannot heal. So we have some fatigue spell. And we have the stun spell. So we have some nuke, range nuke. So we have another range nuke. It doesn't say if this one slows, but I assume it doesn't slow. We have the acid splash that is shared with 2 other characters. We have another range nuke. We have I think this is also another range nuke. So lots of range nukes, but no healing. So that is odd that he has a short spell.
Shall we move? We shall.
He has the same short spell as the melee rogue.
Don't tolerate fools.
I think this was a rogue when I created him at least.
Deserve better.
The road calls me.
Oh,
I always
take
have a
bait.
set plan.
Demoralize. You can use your persuasion for intimidation. Skill to cause an atonement to become shaken for normal rounds. Okay, he has some. So we have a crit spell here, but this is also a rogue spell. I don't know why a magician has this spell. So maybe we should use this one next time, because this guy always ends up tanking everything. Okay, so maybe you should use this one and then have my rogue tank it. So he can grow fangs, or claws, I mean. So this is a bit, yeah, a lot to read and take in, but man, I'm not gonna bother with that.
And Lindsay
So
is called forth.
the only unique spell my main character has
Enlighten me.
Anything is possible.
Speak.
is studied target. So a slayer, and this is slayer, maybe not be rogue, but I call it rogue nonetheless. So you can study a target and you will gain +1 bonus on weapon attack. If a Slayer deals sneak attack damage to a target, he studies that target. Yeah, okay. We cleared that room, I think. So we have a problem with her
State
health.
your desire.
Does she have...
What troubles you?
So actually we didn't check. We checked these two, so let's check this as well. So we have another stun spell. That is a nuke, ranged nuke as well. What? You unleash a powerful screen. 1 round dazed. And takes something damage per 2 caster level. A successful save negates the daze effect and halves the damage. How do they save? How do they do a successful save? Then we have the cure light wounds. So this one deals damage to undead, so we cannot heal our poor undead with this one. So I wonder what fatigue, how that is different from a daze. Is this basically another stun? Maybe it just lowers attack damage. Then she has a charge, the same as my Slayer character. She has the critical hit. So like, is my main character's abilities inherited to all my party members? I don't know. Then she has the defense and acrobatics. And she can inspire courage, and she has the spell that I found. Did I not find 2 spells actually? I did. Scroll of Bless. That's good. Actually, I should... what happened here? So,
I wrote it like I saw it.
can have it here.
Share your will.
So, our latest addition to the party. She has Divine Favor. Calling upon the strength and wisdom of deity, you gain a +1 luck bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls for every 3 caster levels you have, okay? Can you use this on yourself? Oh, she can actually. So... how often can you spam this? It doesn't say, so it says what it does. That you can use it to heal. It will damage humanoids, but not undeads. It will heal undeads. But it doesn't say how often you can spam it. I guess it depends on how far you walked since you lost use or something. Then she has the stun, she has the acid splash. So this one you can actually use to heal, I guess, other
Learn
people.
how to use it first.
No, you cannot. You can only use this on undeads then. Charge. And those ones. She can cure poison. Then we have some bleeding. You can cause bleed damage, yes. And then you have the normal defense, acrobatics. This one can be used, yes. Overwhelming to say the least. I feel like I've been playing and that I should save.
Let's shake a leg. Step, step, step.
So these guys were trying to enter this place. They said there was something in here of value. We check, we have some gold, we have some gold. Rusty horseshoe. That was everything there, I think. I feel like this is some puzzle. Or I don't know. Nah, who cares?
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
We move on. Ah, this is bullshit, so they actually move in the other room as well. Holy guacamole.
Just letting the ink dry.
Leslie, help me. What am I supposed to do here? You want everyone. So this one actually only changes in this room. Good to know. It's like I was just clicking on them and the door opened. I don't think I missed anything in this room to loot. Fun puzzle.
Step, step.
Very fun. Treasure room.
I crave for adventure.
So we have some gold and a random valuable item. Tortusio, who the fuck is that? This spell is available to Tortusio. So this is a ranged nuke. Let's collect all for now, we will see where we take this. The merchant would pay well. Oh, some collectibles, I guess. So, can we put this to use? We found the wand, basically. Who is Tortusio? Spell is available to Tortusio. So right now, what does my gnome have? He has... Oh, actually his name is Tortusio. I actually just didn't realize that. Okay. Fair enough. So, 1 to 8 damage. Piercing 1 to 6 damage when equipped, and it can critical hit, and it's ranged.
I can't use this.
So you're supposed to have this as a quick slot item then. Yeah, it is. Okay. So wands are quick slot items
Time's
in this game.
wasting.
So this guy already has a full bar, so we can't do anything more there. That's just the way it is.
I deserve better.
You can try it out next time, next fight, that is. Did I find anything else worth mentioning? I don't think so.
Time becomes time.
So we open this hidden door. But, yeah. So I guess we're meant to head this way, out here. Into the yard. So if you compare this to Divinity, Divinity is a little bit better looking. But in its own way, this is still pretty charming. But I do miss the ability to rotate the camera.
Carve my name
Right.
onto your flesh.
So let's try this one out. You will use this one. She can actually reach him with acid spray, so let's do that. And then you can daze this guy. And study his target. So we dazed him. So the poison has quite a long channel spray. Thankfully it doesn't... Oh, Leslie. Let's use your...
Let the attack commence.
Miss! Okay. So what is going on here? So I want Leslie to get out of harm's way. And move maybe back. And daze this guy again. And this guy missed his spell. That's pretty...
May I see your entrails, please?
Actually, just nuke this guy. I mean, he should die soon. Miss.
Burn! Slice! Behead! Yes, behead.
He's dazed again.
Learn how to use it first.
So this one requires melee, right? Within weapon range, yeah.
Learn how to use it first.
What? Okay, so... Okay. So I take her, then I move here. Can I then use short?
Learn how to use it first.
Man, I don't get it.
Unworthy. Learn how to use it first. Learn
guess
how
we're
to
just-
use it first.
We're just right-clicking them down somehow.
Backwards!
Ah, everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh?
Okay.
I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
It's not fun at all. Many people.
Shh.
So we have this option unlocked, so
Of
let's play it.
course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word. I like making new friends.
What? Did I choke on the conversation here? Because I cannot use this one again. We already did that, so...
I am Kayesi, one of the many here who seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my... I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there.
So she doesn't join our party. So I wanted to
What
pick
troubles
up
you?
on the combat here. That I don't even. I feel old playing this. I don't understand what's going on. My spells. It's hard to understand. Like, this is not a chessboard game like Divinity. I get my days out, but I can't fix the charge attack. So this is back to the main hall. We can't enter here, I guess. We have to go up here.
Brutus,
But still, you know, it's hard to understand what is going on here. The combat is not.
it won't be much longer. Soon
not-
we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
I guess it's not new player friendly at first. It feels. So whatever, I got sidetracked there, but it feels a bit too quick, and due to the pause thing, you have a hard time understanding when things are triggered and get the response from it. So this is the thing we saw before. So yeah. So a dwarf is lying on the ground, staring at the dark sky, doesn't blah blah blah. So this doesn't feel like this is dog eats dog world. So this option doesn't, in my opinion, fit well with neutral evil. So I think this is neutral evil, but we have this one in equal points. So but let's go with equal evil.
Speaking to a dying man that way. Look, I can't even move. What? It can't be. Well,
Jane,
I'm gravely wounded. I can't even stand on my own 2 feet. Watch.
So we gained 18 experience.
It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world,
Okay.
Arim is
So
at
I
your
wonder if
service.
we could get other the one that was at the entrance here. I wonder if for some reason she didn't join my party because I didn't have the right qualifications for her. Instead we got Harim, the fake get dead while others fight. I hope it's neutral evil at least.
Sorry, was lost in thought.
This is a cleric or druid, or what is he? So clerics and druids can convert their spells spontaneously. A cleric of good alignment doesn't need to prepare healing spells. They can spend almost any prepared spells to cast a cure spell of the same level. In the same way, a cleric of evil alignment doesn't need to prepare inflict spells. During character creation, clerics of neutral alignment can choose whether their converted spells cure or inflict. Doesn't really understand it, but whatever.
I'm still here.
Open character screen. So let's check here first. So that's sad. Neutral. I wonder if the one that we passed on was pure good or something. Blah. So let's read his spells here. So we have a courage spell. We have a fear spell. So that seems pretty powerful. It's pretty big AoE as well. True strike. Plus 20 insight bonus. So we miss a lot of shots. We can see that when we play. So maybe this is pretty strong. And he has the charge. It's unreal. I guess it's inherited from my main character. So I think she had this treat poison thing as well. So this one heals living, but not undead. Okay, so channel positive energy. Channel. This one heals living, and this one damage undead. I wonder if this one will damage her, even though she is an ally. I guess so. I mean, seriously, the spell description is so hard to comprehend for me. It's so
Step.
it uses a bunch of short abbreviations that I can't really comprehend at this point, I guess. Maybe I'm missing something obvious. So
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
So do we have a quick save here? Did I add a button for that? Quick save. So let's go and talk to these dudes. We have the Casey here as well.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere.
Again, the portraits are pretty cool.
Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
So what's neutral evil here? Let's go with this.
Tested House Garess, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Right now, I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see, there's a lot to do.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also give myself a manly captain of the guard. Or two.
Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamandi to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put up...
Considering Lady Jamandi's fame, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain?
So this is gay. Do you need help putting out the fire? Nah. We don't need to know where the hall is.
Fire
Let's go.
doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you
So
on
what
the other
is it
side.
with Casey and just running ahead and waiting for us?
May Abadar keep you safe.
I'm happy with the dwarf, but even so. Let's go. Don't inhale the smoke. And so our adventure started. Earlier and much more tragic than we expected, the whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls, led by Elan the Betrayer. And not at all by that scoundrel Totusho, no matter what he might have imagined himself. So I guess this is Leslie's Chronicles. Actually, we should read this first. Some game events play out as illustrated book episodes. The decisions you make during these episodes can have a drastic impact on the development of the game's plot. As with dialogues, you would often need to make various skill checks during these episodes. Depending on the circumstances, sometimes you will need to choose one of your party members to perform an action. And sometimes an action will be automatically performed by the character, with the highest skill bonus. So sometimes I guess, whatever. So, let's get back here. Jamandi Aldori was waiting for us. But to get to here, we had to march through the fire. Literally. As we approached the burning building, we... What would I have done here? Would that even help? Maybe it would. To some degree it would. Let's do that. Yeah, so we didn't drench ourselves in water just to not run inside. We rushed inside, we truly did. So after that, the building collapsed behind us. We didn't plan on going back, blah blah. Blah blah blah. Yes, left with only one way to go. Easy. So the hot air burned our lungs and our eyes watered from the smoke. I enjoy how passionate Leslie is to my neutral evil character, Elan. Tattoos she does not like. He did nothing useful at all. We made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall when we heard someone calling for us. It was Valeria, one of the guards that chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I'd been stunned by her beauty. So that's weird, I guess, yeah, whatever. But now, amid the smoke and flame, she looks like a celestial avenger. An armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful. Descending from the high spears to help us poor mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. So I guess this is another good character. There are two more, she shouted as she passed by us. They are wounded, help me pull them out. Tartusio grumbled something about how Yamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Elan the Betrayer guards are meant to die, but we do have enough athletics to do it, I guess. But I want to play neutral evil. Alright, succeeded. Nice. She hesitated. For this valiant warrior, two things came above all else. Loyalty to her pledge and duty to her comrades in arms. Now she had to choose one over the other. Elan the Betrayer showed exceptional eloquence. No easy thing with the flames roaring all around. With a heavy sigh, Valeria stopped arguing and followed us to the dome of the banquet hall, where the battle was already in full swing, and we gained 9 experience by doing that. Maybe we even gained a party member. We did.
I am your shield.
So she is fatigued, I guess. Okay, so now we will learn what the spell fatigue does, because we actually have a character that is fatigued. She cannot charge and takes a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity. Doing anything that would normally cause fatigue causes the fatigued character to become exhausted. After a complete rest, fatigued characters are no longer fatigued. Okay. So how do you do fatigue, complete rest, whatever? I guess it will sort itself out as we progress. So this is all okay, I guess. My god, she has no spells. She has the same spells as... and truly I need to figure out how charge work, because it seems to be a spell that everyone has. I will get it eventually. So let's read. Let's read about her. A reliable comrade in battle, proud Valerian rejected her destiny as a paladin of Shelin, instead leaving the order behind to find her own way in life. Her loyalty to our cause is only matched by her divine beauty. She is pretty decent facial aesthetics, I guess. But a little bit farmer's haircut, I guess. But yeah. It's true, she can be tough, arrogant at times, but I always feel safe when she's around. She's like a rock I can cling to. So Leslie has a crush on this this woman. I like, so far I like all the characters. They're all well made. This is cool. Let's guess. This is she's lawful neutral. Is there anything else? Neutral. I was expecting her to be lawful good, but yeah, I think that makes sense in a way. Be that as it may, let's move on. Oh, we have a tank.
I am yours to command.
A real tank. Oh, okay. So you missed this loot actually. Actually, we should check. Can we give this character anything? She has 7 actually. I don't think we have anything. We have actually this one, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we have this. She needs a sword. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. What do we have? No, she seems to be pretty well equipped. Nothing we can do here. On we move.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
So what do we have here? We have... They already killed the giant. Amandi Aldori. What am I assessing? We have... The giant is already dead, someone else took the glory. So we are to attack... All of these are assassins. Okay. Assassin leader, assassin bowman, rift channeler. So let's start with her. Actually, she should move here, definitely, and do... We will use the charge spell soon, I'm sure. You can daze him. Range nuke him. So I don't... what do we do where we... just attack, I guess.
Things.
So why does the... Why does the charge appear as an AoE spell with a range when it's actually very melee? So this means, I guess he will do it now, right? No, he didn't. He did it, okay. The war started here.
Let us strike as one.
Why can't you charge?
Didn't work. I must be doing it wrong. This didn't work. I must be doing it wrong.
How did my main character get injured like that? Can I use this right now? I cannot. Actually, we shouldn't. We should just attack these guys. Let's just see. Do they die now?
Assist me
Actually
or lose
died.
me.
What a joke.
Can't be over.
Woo! Did I save for this? I don't know. So can this guy let's do this one. So Larry is fighting her heart out at least.
This didn't work. I must be doing it.
She died. Right. At least Torquis is alive. Can Harim heal my main character? I don't think so.
Do not falter.
So they used the fear spell on her, huh? I don't know what happened.
This spell's
What? So I click on Harim, I click on this one, and so I cannot use, I suppose I cannot do that now. But we're running them over without any problems. Only my main character died. Fucking sad. And then, just like Divinity, they are... Who is this?
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun.
So actually, the cleric should be able to heal us now.
lost in thought.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait.
It is so access.
Shall we move? We shall move.
The end draws near.
Let's shake a leg.
So this is killing the undead, I guess.
At first I said, no, I can't.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
dangerous. Oh, then I insisted, but
She
I
stays
should.
low
I did
health.
that to survive. Then I argued, then agreed to do it. Oh, it's so hard to decide whether to have breakfast or not.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
And that means I made the right choice, just as I thought there were worthy leaders among you. Elan the betrayer on Tartusio. I think she was mistaken about Tartusio. I might have missed the
Lady Aldori,
first battle
please,
because I died,
I
but
know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
okay, so we have knowledge. So I can attack right away. This is pretty interesting. Can I say right now? Quick say doesn't work right now. So we do have not enough knowledge, but I want to kill this guy. So if I choose knowledge, will I still get the option to kill him later? Or should I just accept that he is a little bit of a traitor dog sometimes?
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid
you
you're
know,
both
it could
under
be any of the
suspicion.
other 100 people that were here.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you...
My words might be rash.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. And not just that. Upon finding the guard's salaries in the armory, he immediately pocketed it all.
Okay, so this is something that will shift our character from neutral evil to pure evil or whatever it might be. I like this. I like the dialogue options in this game so far. It feels like there's some substance, some meat to it. So what do we have here? So we are this is what we are. So what if we did?
I'll be the judge of how my guards have handled their responsibilities. Please return the money.
Ugh.
Of course, theft is not to be condoned. But when the fire burns around you, and you are but one step away from death, would it not be insane to
Yes,
worry
I
about
agree with
those
Harim here.
rules?
There is a difference between initiative taken in battle and blatant arrogation. How can someone who disregards authorities be a leader?
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in? Some scoundrels set your mansion on fire. And as we were approaching the room, we saw your brave guards, your underlings, dying in the fire, begging to be saved. And what did our leader do? He passed right on by, mercilessly leaving them to their fates. Simply heartless.
So I want to, like, an evil character here would definitely play this card, because this makes sense. You can be evil and just say this and pretend it's cool, I guess. But I want to play neutral evil as blatant neutral evil, someone that's obviously doesn't give a fuck, so
Leaving them to die bought you mere minutes. Believe me, I would have held on until your arrival.
So you performed a neutral evil action. I like that.
It was perfectly reasonable. Just the way a leader should think.
How could you say such a monstrous thing? Is that the way the hero of my book would talk? You sound more like a villain.
We are losing Leslie.
Enough
Lindsay.
squabbling.
Lindsay, I
I'm
guess.
still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
If Tartuccio allows, I would join his team. Forgive me, but I don't appreciate your willfulness.
I actually wanted her to join my party.
And I like our leader. What wisdom lies in minding orders, laws, and rules in the face of oblivion, knowing not whether you'll be alive tomorrow? I will go.
At least we got the cleric. At least we got the cleric.
I like how our leader does things. Efficient, and without
And the
unnecessary
undead that
spiritual
doesn't know how to
agonizing.
heal.
I'll go with him.
Efficient? I'd say heartless. Would the protagonist of my book do such a thing? No. I guess I'd better go with Tartuccio.
Lost Lindsay. We actually lost Lindsay.
As for me, I know neither of these 2.
Holy
At
moly.
least not well enough.
If it was
And
one
I have
character I
no
didn't
wish
want to
become
lose,
an
it was
unwitting
Lindsay.
pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the stolen lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the Tartuccio. Your words are quite convincing. But I can't afford to while you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long.
So I wonder
By
if
my
there's some time
estimations,
limit
you
to
have
this.
no more than 3 months.
The time
After
thing
that,
has still
any
not showed
feats you
itself to me.
accomplish will be pointless.
Or how it's implemented, how it works here.
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Rest.
I like it. I like it so far. We didn't get the loot. So we got the barbarian woman, but we lost the Aryan tank. The one that I wanted, and most
Surviving a
importantly,
terrible night, our small
we
team
lost
set off to brave our fate.
Lindsay or
Beware,
Leslie.
stolen lands. Heroes are on the way.
It is an actual tragedy that we lost Leslie. So this is a map of the stolen lands and their vicinity. To set out, click on one of the arrows near your party token. You can learn the whereabouts of significant locations by talking to characters or happening upon them during your journey. After learning about the location, you must find the way there yourself. Along the way, random encounters await. You may be attacked by monsters, or you may meet new acquaintances. After indicating the location of a random encounter. You will not be able to return there. Okay. Actually, okay. You will not be able to whatever, I will we will get there.
Despicable.
And down there is still low health. Jesus. So let's go with some spells here then. And what should you do? So now we have a tank. So to attack, my lady. Let's see what happens there.
Tear them apart!
Positive energy from the cleric. Then we should do this one.
Your life ebbs low.
So many thoughts, so little time.
Speak.
I'm listening.
Quick, else we miss all the
State
fun.
your desire.
So what now? We got interrupted in our travel and now we end up here. Do we have a map? We do. So this one, I mean, must mean that we journey on.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
We cannot walk outside the perimeter. Well, this is fair enough. So you can't walk outside the borders, but you're still allowed to do some exploring. And you would end up here, area exit again. So this is actually, you're not meant to... You're meant to fight the ones that approach you during your fast travel, but you're not supposed to do anything else, most likely. So we can travel back, but we are heading this way, so... And then we arrive at the trading post. Finally, I think this marks, I guess, the beginning of leaving the newbie area. Alright. So I think this marks the end of part 1 here. We enter the trading post. That will be the start of part 2. Thanks for watching.